back. You can see I've got my bucket of water here. I've got some plaster ready to go. Just need to make sure that you've got a dust mask. And if you maybe suffer from any kind of skin allergies or anything like that, I'd suggest maybe you wear some rubber gloves. Not that the plaster is toxic, but some people kind of can react to different things. So I'm sure you can make those decisions. So you can see that I've got my clay master ready in my casting box, and hopefully you can see the clay that I've put around the outside of the box to really seal it up, so that we don't have any leaks with plaster. You can see that I've got newspaper under everything, just in case, and then I'm ready to go. The other thing, you might want to just think about having something to put excess plaster in. So if you mix up too much, sometimes those polystyrene trays that you can get meat or food and stuff in, you can fill one of those up. You can use them as a drying bat for drying out wet clay. So have something to put your excess plaster in. If you don't want to save it, put some newspaper in an old bucket or an old bin so that you can pour the excess plaster into there. Okay, so to mix the plaster, like I said, read those plaster notes that I gave you. It's always the dry powder plaster to the water. And if you don't have enough, you can't go adding more water later. All right, really important. So you got to judge your water, and then you put your dry powder into that water. Don't break the surface when you're putting it in. So mask on, and then sprinkle it in. And you can see the dust rising. You can see how quickly I sprinkle it in. And I'm just sort of working my way around the bucket, pouring it in. I've got more plaster down here, which I'm going to keep going with. And I'll come back to you when I've got the amount of plaster in there that I feel like I need. And I'll show you the little trick about the little islands that appear on the top once you've absorbed all that water. It's the trick, the key to making a really good plaster mix, the little islands that appear. So I'm going to keep adding more plaster. You can't answer the phone, you can't do anything else. Once you start mixing, you've probably got 5 to 10 minutes to complete this activity. So no interruptions, because plaster will set within a couple of minutes. So I'm going to come back to you and tell you what to do toward the end.